Hello and welcome to the second full body mobility class here with me, Christine, the founder of Freedom Physio. Thank you so much for pressing the play button. So for today, you're not going to need any props. However, I usually advise with all my classes that if you feel like you would like to use a pillow for your knees or for the back of your head, it's generally a good idea. And if you tend to be quite tight in the muscles in your legs, it is always nice to have a set of yoga blocks or something that resembles an elevation just to be on your mat in case you feel like it might help you to experience a position a little bit easier. So I'm actually not going to be using any props today, but if you feel like you need a pillow or you'd like to have your blocks nearby, I would highly suggest doing so if it's something that you enjoy. Alright, so go and grab your props. If you need them, set up, come straight back, no distractions. This is 45 minutes of pure, wonderful stretching and mobility with quite a nice bit of core work sneaked in as well. So, see you in a sec. And yeah, let's go for it. Any questions before we begin or anything like that? Okay, cool. All right, I've got a blanket on my mat just because I did a class yesterday that involved me being on my knees a lot. So my knees are a little bit fragile, not fragile, but just tender. So that's why I've got a blanket on. And there is Haley. Okay, so we're going to be starting lying down with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground. So just take a few moments to settle in here, guys, allowing your feet to come hip width distance. Just check in that you've got all 10 toes on your mat and that your heels are pretty much in line with your sitting bones. So see if you can imagine a line from one sitting bone to same side heel, and the same with the other side. Just place your hands on your tummy there for me with your index fingers over your belly button. You're welcome to close your eyes here. Relax your shoulders into the floor behind you until you feel that your collarbones are really broad and wide. And take a really big deep breath into the front of your body. Feel your hands rise on your tummy as you inhale. Big exhale out the mouth. And again, inhaling in through the nose. Try and make sure that on your inhale you're not tensing up through the front of your neck. And exhale out the mouth. Keep going. 2 more breaths, just focusing on the breath. Keep your breathing pattern just like this. And on your next inhale, I'd like you to start to arch into your lower back and send your pelvis forward. So if your pelvis was a bowl of water, you would be sloshing that water forward over your toes. And then on your exhale, I want you to press your lower back into the floor, tuck and round into your lower back. We're going to inhale and arch into the lower back, sending the pelvis forward. And exhale to round into the lower back, tipping the pelvis backwards. Inhale to lift the lower back away from the floor, send the pelvis forward. Exhale to tuck and round into the lower back, send the pelvis backwards. Notice belly can go to spine quite nicely here. 2 more like this. Inhale to arch, keeping the neck free of tension. Exhale to tuck. Beautiful. Inhale to arch. Exhale to tuck. One more time. On the next time you tuck, guys, I'm going to ask you to come into a bridge position. So it's an inhale to arch, an exhale to tuck. Press down into your feet and pick your pelvis up off of the ground. Spending a little bit of time here with your bum in the air. Just noticing that you've still got your big toes in contact with the mat. Check in that you haven't tensed up into your shoulders. And then slowly, like the domino effect, take your spine down one vertebra at a time. And we're going to continue like that. So it's still an inhale to arch into the lower back. And the exhale lifts you up. Inhale at the top. Exhale takes you back down. If the breathing feels a little bit stressful, then just breathe your own way. Sometimes it can just get a bit too heady, So just stay in your body, move with your breath. Nice. Let's go for maybe 4 to 6 more rounds of this, depending on your pace. As you come down from your bridge position, I want you to try and really think about elongating the space between every vertebra in your spine. So between every vertebra we have our discs. You want to think about lengthening that space, almost like a decompression. Take a little bit more time every time you descend to see how long can I get my spinal column on that way down. The more relaxed you are as you come down, the more likely you're going to get a little bit more segmental movement, almost like the blocks of a chain coming down, or again, the domino effect. 2 more here. Just check in for me as you come up and down that you haven't lost your big toe contact with the mat. You're making sure that your big toes are still firmly grounded and your knees are relatively parallel. Okay, this should be your last one. So, taking it nice and slow on the way down. Beautiful job. Okay, keeping all 10 toes on the mat, you're going to take your hands to the base of your skull, interlocking your fingers. You're supporting the back of your head with your hands. Your elbows are going to be in your peripheral vision. Good. Lower back comes to more of a neutral position now. If you were arching, bring your lower back a little bit closer towards the floor. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're coming into a slow crunch forward. So we're closing the rib cage down in relation to the pelvis. And then we're slowly going to domino effect our spine all the way back down. A nice slow journey back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to come forward into your crunch. Spend a second there. Slowly elongate your upper spine as you come down, just like you did in your bridge. Keep going. Exhaling to come up. And slowly taking it down. Breathing that in a way that comes naturally to you. And I usually exhale on the way up. Inhale for a pause at the top. And exhale to come down. Last 2 here, exhaling to lift. Nice, everyone. Slowly down. Last time, we're going to hold at the top. Ha 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 ha. Stay lifted, guys. Reach your arms long alongside your body. Kind of like, when Spider-Man shoots out his web from his fingertips. Imagine that energy coming out through your fingers now. And we're going to pulse it forward. Teeny tiny pulses for 10. Literally just your rib cage seesawing forward and backwards. 9. 8. Keep it tiny. 7. Good. 6. And 5. All 10 toes on the mat. 4. Knees are parallel. 3. And 2. And 1. Take it down. Reach your arms long behind you, or at least alongside your ears, and stretch your legs long in front of you. Take a really long full body stretch, pointing through the toes, interlocking your thumbs so that you can reach overhead even more. Take 2 more breaths here. Amazing. Take your hands down alongside your body again. Bend your knees, feet flat onto the floor. We're coming back into our bridge. So you're going to inhale again to arch into your lower back. Exhale to tuck and round and pick your pelvis up, lifting to the top. Nice. Everyone's there. Well done. Inhale at the top. And exhale slowly down. Should feel a little bit looser, a little bit warmer now. All right, the next time you take it up, guys, I'd like you to try and hold at the top, okay? So you're going to tuck, pick the pelvis up, lift, hold, pause. All right, now try and relax your shoulders. Relax those shoulders. Relax your rib cage, almost as if somebody just put a beach ball onto your chest and you were kind of weighed down ever so slightly in the ribs. So the ribs are nice and low, they're not arching and opening. Can you think about tucking a little bit more through that pelvis? So bring your pubic bone towards your navel. Lengthen your tailbone towards that space between your two calves. Bring your shins and your thighs parallel and press down through the big toe edges of your feet a little bit more. Okay, hold on for me here. See if you can push your feet down through the floor to lift your pelvis up a little bit higher. You think you're at the top, but usually you've got a little bit more space to lift. Very nice, very nice. Now reach your arms long alongside your ears again. Reach your arms long. Interlock your thumbs and use that joining of your thumbs to reach your arms further back behind you. Reach, reach, reach. And then peel your spine down one vertebra at a time, as slow as you can. Domino effect on the way down. So if you imagine your fingers are kind of reaching north as you peel your spine down south. Keep those arms reaching long back behind you. Inhale, arch into your lower back at the bottom. Exhale, tuck, pick your pelvis up, bring it back to the top. Really, really pick that pelvis up, guys. Stretch those arms long back behind you. It's as if your armpits got super deep. Press into the big toe edges. Lift your pelvis up a little higher. Reach your tailbone longer to the space between your two calves. And then domino effect your spine down one vertebra at a time, reaching the fingertips north. So just creating so much length here right now. Let's go for 2 more of these. At your own pace, but ideally going nice and slow. Picking the pelvis up. Spending a few moments at the top just to do your little checks. Reaching north and lengthening the spine south. This is one of my favorite moves to do. Last time, inhale. Exhale to lift your pelvis up. Pause at the top. Reach a little further back behind you. Big toes press into the floor. Pelvis lengthens. And slowly take it down. Very, very nice. Okay, brilliant job, guys. Hug your knees in towards your chest for me and take a little rock from side to side. Well done. So this little knee hug rocking thing is really great because it feels nice, but also because we are now lengthening our lower back. So see if you can hug your thighs in a little bit closer and allow your lower back to lengthen even more and find almost like a little massage for the lower back area. Relax into the lower back muscles. Try not to grip into them. Awesome. Okay, so you're going to keep your right leg in towards your body, but let your left foot come back to the mat. Okay, so you're hugging onto your right knee right now. Perfect. From here, you're going to take your hands to the back of your right leg, so holding onto the back of the thigh. Bring the thigh in close, guys, so really nice and close, and try and keep it there. Flex into your right foot. Okay, so it's not a ballerina point, it's a flex, and you're going to see if you can slowly start to straighten your right leg.
almost going to be impossible unless you're like a gymnast or a dancer or do something else that makes you flexible. You're going to try and straighten out that right leg and then bend into the knee, bring the heel to the bum. Straighten out into the right leg and bend into the knee. Awesome. So the idea here is that you're not losing that closeness that you have of your right thigh into your body. Good. Now, some of you might be able to straighten out the left leg on the mat simultaneously, exactly. So you'll get more, more stretch. 5. And back. So we're just working into some hamstring mobility here. 4. And 3. Hamstrings can get nice and tight, especially if you're doing lots of running or hiking, but also if you're sitting a lot, because we literally just sit on them all day. 2. And last one, guys, try and straighten out that leg and hold. Hold, hold, hold. All right, now find muscular activation here. How can you really switch on the muscles of your right leg so that you could let go of the right leg and it will stay in place? Good job. All right, now power up through your left leg as well. So left leg is now going to be like a piece of steel. It's not a noodle. Push your left leg down into the floor. Try and reach up a little higher through that right leg. And then you're going to slowly lower the right leg down. And then bring the right leg back up to where it started. Try and reach that top point again. Right leg down and up. So I would exhale my leg down and inhale up against gravity. Exhale my leg down, inhale against gravity. Nice, amazing. So this is an active hamstring stretch. You're trying to use the power of your muscles to elongate the back of your leg. Gives you longer lasting results than a passive stretch will, but both are good. Last 2. And last time, reach it up. Good, very nice. Now from here, bend into your left leg again and hook your right ankle over your left knee, coming into this figure 4 shape. Okay? I'm going to reach behind my left thigh and hug my left thigh in towards my body. So you feel a figure 4 stretch now, stretching out your glutes on the right. Some of you might need a pillow at this moment because the back of your neck is going to be pulled away from the floor. Try and find a neutral spine, especially in the neck, so you're keeping your chin tucked towards your throat. Nice. If you're pretty bendy and you want a little bit more here, you could interlock your fingers at the front of your left shin. So no longer at the back of the left thigh, but basically on top of that left knee. Exactly. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're going to take about 30 seconds here. That's a general kind of rule of thumb for how long you should try and hold your stretches. Just a guideline. Trying to visualize that right glute really just melting and softening. Taking 2 more breaths here. Alright, now remember when we just let go of our right leg after we were holding onto it? That's kind of what we're going to do now. So I want you to try and find muscular activation here. Take your hands away from the situation and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Nice, good job. See if you can straighten out your left leg until that left sole of the foot is reaching up towards the ceiling. Nice, some of you have done this with me before. You're going to inhale at the bottom. You're going to exhale, try and come up into a crunch. Bring your nose onto your right calf and then take it back down. And then come up. Well done. And then slowly down. Power up through those legs, guys. So both legs nice and strong. You're kind of pulling your left thigh back into your right ankle. 4. And down. And 3. As you come up, you're looking at your belly button. So you're not going to be looking at the ceiling in your maximum flexion. 2. Nice, Julie. And last one. Bring it up, guys. See if you can hold it at the top. Press your lower back into the ground here for me. And I want you to see if you can lower this whole complex figure four of your legs down and up. Maybe like half a foot down and up. Don't make it too big. Okay, keep it small. Let's go for 6. Nice. 5. Use your lower belly. 4. Yes, guys, well done. We're all together in this. 3. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. 2. Nice. And 1. Well done. Place the left foot down, place the right foot down, and take a little moment. So I'm going to windscreen wipe my knees from side to side. Feel free to do any other movements you might need to do right now. All right, and then we're coming back into the other side, okay? So we're going to hug the left knee in towards our chest. For now, the right knee can just stay bent, the foot flat on the floor. And we're going to hold onto the back of that left thigh. So hug it in really close, really, really close. Flex into the left foot, and then slowly start to draw the heel of the left foot up towards the sky, straightening out through the back of the knee. Exactly. Good, and bring it down. It's totally up to you how long you spend at that top point, you know. If you're feeling like it's really beneficial to stay there for a few more seconds, then that's fine. Just take a mental note of how this side feels compared to the other side. Last 3. And 2. Okay, get ready. Last time, we're going to hold it at the top. Power up through that leg, guys. Make it a piece of steel. Really, really strong. Ooh, I'm lying. Now we have to straighten out the right leg first. I don't want to shortchange you. Straighten out the right leg. And we're going to bend into the left knee and straighten. Almost forgot that. Okay, go for a couple more bends and straightens now with that right leg extended just to feel it out. 2. Okay, you ready? Let's lift and hold and see if you can keep that position that you've now found. Use your lower abdominals, find your tummy muscles, take your hands away from the situation, hold that leg up into the air, reach the heel up to the sky a little bit more, flex into the foot a little more, and then slowly down. Slowly back up to where it started. Slowly down. Slowly back up. Keep going. Now, some of you are going to feel a lot of discomfort in the front of your hip. Those are your hip flexors. That is totally normal. The stronger you get, that will start to ease. Our hip flexors tend to be tight and weak, not tight and strong. So believe me, I know that feeling. Try and carry on if you can. Last 2. And last 1. Very, very nice. Well done. So from here, you're going to bend into your right knee again, hook your left ankle over your right knee, and hug the right thigh in towards your body. So finding your figure 4. Once you've found your figure 4, guys, just make sure that if you need your pillow that you grab it, okay? So lengthen through the back of the neck, draw the chin down towards your throat, and soften through your cheeks and your jaw. If you want that little bit more here, you can always take the fingers and interlock them at the front of your right knee. Good, taking 4 more breaths here. Trying to keep the back of the neck nice and long. Breathing down into the stretch over the left glute, specifically into your gluteus medius. this relaxy bit before we come into the abby bit. Last two breaths. Starting to visualize how it's going to look when you start to come into the abdominal work. Let's slowly start to take our hands away from the complex of the legs, reaching the arms up towards the sky. So you're welcome to stay in this figure four, but if you do have the power in you, reach the right leg up, flex into that right foot. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to come up into your flexion. Try and pull your left knee as far away from your face as possible and slowly come down. And up. Nice. And down. Good. Your chin tucks first, and then you lift yourself away from the floor just to prevent that little kind of like whiplashy motion in the neck. So keep the chin tucked first and then lift up from your rib cage. Yeah. Last two. Very nice. That looks good. All right. Ready for the last one? We're going to hold at the top. Look down at your belly button. Squeeze the shoulder blades down, and you're going to try and lower the complex of the legs, maybe half a foot or to a foot distance down and up. The distance you go down is going to depend on how your lower back feels as you lower this complex down. Nice. Squeeze the shoulder blades down here for me for 5, 4, 3. You can do it. 2. And last time. And up. Well done. Take the right foot down, take the left foot down, take your head to the floor, and just slowly windscreen wipe those knees from side to side. Amazing. Well done. Really great job, everyone. You were all there. Okay, 2 more little windscreen wipes, and then we're going to change it up completely. Hug those knees in towards your chest. Again, use it as an opportunity to elongate the lower back. Okay, so a little rock from side to side. And then you can roll up into seated. Nice. Really great job. Okay, so we're going to come into a mermaid kind of position. There's a little bit of a kind of a flow to this, okay? So I'm going to face you, so hopefully you can get the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my hands down to the ground, and I'm going to extend my right leg out to the side, okay? I might angle myself just a smidge. So once I'm in this position, guys, if I have to take a look at my right knee and my left knee and my right foot, they're in the same line, okay? Cool. I'm going to tuck the toes of my bent knee foot under, and I'm going to try and look forward. I'm going to lift my sternum. Yes. Great job. I'm going to try and keep the blade of my right foot on the floor, and I'm going to pull my bum back towards my heel. Good. Until I feel a stretch over my inner thigh of the long leg. And then I'm going to bring myself forward again. So just play around with that. Do we get a stretch there, guys? Yeah? Okay, cool. Awesome. Nice. And forward. And this is obviously where you would probably need your pillow underneath your left knee. Let's go for 3 more. And 2. And last time. Very nice. So you're going to bring yourself back to center. Bring your shoulders above your wrists. I'm going to untuck the toes of my back foot, and I'm going to see if I can lift my long leg up. Bend it, take it back behind, cross my knees, so I'm taking my right knee behind my left. I'm going to bring it all the way up and around again, extend, plant, pull back, keep the toes untucked, and take it forward. Yes, lift, take it back, cross behind, tap, up, open, lengthen, lower, bum back. Nice, exactly. So you're kind of trying not to rush, bringing the leg extend it out to the side again, back to the floor. So play around with gravity and then lower. Nice. Last two. Nice. Think about all the range of motion you're working into that right hip. Nice. Last time, you're going to end with the leg extended out to the side. Pause there and take both hands towards the extended long leg side. Breathe. Going to hold for 30 seconds. If you're pretty bendy, think about lifting and arching ever so slightly into the lower back, so tailbone lifts up to the sky. Anterior pelvic tilt. Beautiful. Slowly walk the hands back to center. Take your left hand all the way out to the left hand side. So now you've got a straight line from left hand, left knee, right foot. Ha ha ha. Exactly. Nice. Reach your right arm up overhead and find that stretch. Beautiful. Nice one, guys. All right, so take a moment here. Breathe into the stretch. And we're going to slowly start to reach the right arm up towards the sky. I want you to start to feel these muscles, your obliques on the side of your body. Lift yourself up. Yes, well done. Come up and over to the other side. As you find this position, watch that your hip doesn't break at the front here. You're pushing your hips forwards using your glute to find hip extension. Bring it through center. Hold here for a moment. Rotate to the long leg side. Bring it back. And slowly come down. Reach. Try and find a breath in here into that long side. Brilliant. Bring it back. Use your obliques. Use your core. Reverse it. Find your left glute. Squeeze it. Well done. Bring it back through center. Rotate to the long leg side. Nice. And start to find a bit of a flow here. So we're going to slowly come down. Try not to collapse. Nice. Come up. Beautiful. Bring it back. Use your obliques. And reverse. Keep your arm in line with your ear if you can. Well done. Back through center. Rotate. Long leg side. Last time. Nice. Really enjoy that stretch. Find a moment to breathe in here. And use your obliques, slowly coming out of it. Reverse. Find as much length as possible through that left side. Bring it through center. Rotate. Good. Come back through center for me just 1 second. All right, now we just watch what I'm about to do. We're going to rotate to the long leg side. And I want you to take your right arm and draw 5 circles. So it's the back arm. It's going to feel a little bit strange. Okay, ready? Rotate to face that long leg. And your right arm. 5 circles backwards. 5. 4. Keep breathing. 3. Nice. 2. And 1. Well done. Take your hands to the ground. And we're going to swap. Which leg is the long leg? Nice. All right. So we started on the ground here with that little lift of the leg, bringing the knee behind and all that jazz. So tuck the toes of your right foot under. Lift your chest. Before we even get to the leg lift situation, we're just going to pull our bum back to the heel. Back to the heel, exactly. So pull back. And bring it forward. Just navigating this position in your body Noticing that left ankle, how does it feel? Left inner thigh. Last two here. And last time. Good job. Bring it forward. Untuck the toes of the right foot. Push into the floor. Lift your belly away from the ground. And then try and lift. Nice. Take it back. Bending through the knee. The knees cross. So the left knee crosses behind the right. Tap the ground. Come up. Take it out. Pause. And then lower with control. Yes. Guys, you look amazing. Coming up. Take it back. And cross it over. Just be mindful of how much lower back arch you end up in, especially when you take the knee and cross it back behind. It's not a problem to arch into the lower back, but just notice if that's what's doing the work for you. Last two. Nice. And final one. Good. As you extend that leg out long, keep it extended for a second longer than you might want to. And then lower it down. Well done. Great job. Walk both hands over to the long leg side. Nice. Well done. And just take a few seconds here to breathe. Again, just remember that in this moment right now, because we're stretching our inner thighs, if you come into a little bit of an arch into your lower back, you will get a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Well done. Okay, slowly bring your hands back to center, and then your right hand this time is going to reach out to the right hand side. So now you've got this straight line. Right hand, right knee, left foot, reach top arm up and over. Nice. Take a few seconds here. Breathing into your open side. Just ground down a little bit more through that right foot for me. Nice. Close your rib cage, so we're trying not to back bend. And then from here, using your obliques, we're going to start to bring ourselves up. Reverse. Good. Take a second to pause here. Find your right glute, squeeze it to push that right hip forward a little more. Good. Center, and then we rotate to the long leg side. Twist. Come out of it. Slowly float down to the ground. Just teasing gravity. Good. And stretch. Nice. So guys, if you feel that you need more time in any particular position, take it, okay? This is a moment for you to really just feel out your body. Nice. It's looking awesome out there. Twisting to the long leg side. Coming back. Slowly floating down, keeping the rib cage closed, but keep that length through the crown of the head, coming up and over. What a nice moment. And then up. Feel those obliques. Reverse it. As you reverse, you're still thinking about almost picking your rib cage up off of your pelvis to not dump down into that left side. Beautiful. Bringing it back to center. Rotate long leg side. Okay, let's take one more full flowy bit, full flow, before we hold for that, for those arm circles. And really reach up through that top arm in this moment. Something's picking you up to space. Coming back through center. Should we just hold for this rotation to the long leg side? Okay, so it's your back arm, guys. It's going to be your left arm if you're mirroring me. Drawing as big a circle as your arm can handle, okay? So if you're feeling quite free in the shoulders, I want you to go big and slow for 4, 3, big and slow, 2, and 1. Amazing. Great job. Slowly unravel. Take both hands down to the mat, finding a kneeling position. Well done. Okay, so from here, guys, you're welcome to stay on all fours if you prefer, but I'm going to tuck my toes under and come up into downward facing dog. Downward dog is quite a nice kind of equalizing position. So if you think about it, we're stretching both hamstrings. Quite an equal position for the body to be in, really. Relaxing through the back of your neck. The pointy bits of your elbows wrap down to the mat. Okay, so try not to let those elbows splay out east and west. This is what they would call tricep wrap down. So you're going to push the heels of the hands down into the floor, press the index finger mounds into the ground, and feel free to soft bend into the knees. Lift your rib cage up to the sky and use that to press the floor away even more, getting a deepening kind of sensation through the armpits. And then you can pedal out through those heels nice and slow for 5. 4. Stretching through those calves. 3. 2. 1. Try and stay in your down dog for me. Bring the feet to stillness and reach your right leg up to the sky. Watch that your shoulders don't pivot to the right. Keep your armpits square with the left and right sides of your mat. Bend into your right knee. So bring your heel towards your bum, and you're going to start to draw a big circle with that right knee now. The right knee is, I guess, the conduit for a big hip circle on the right. Nice, really great job. Last 3, and you can always do hip circles in standing as well if you prefer not to be in your down dog. You can reverse the direction of that circle now. Really challenging yourself with that range of motion. 2, 1. Place the right foot down. Well done. Left leg goes up. Long endurance hold here in down dog. It is tough. Bend into that left knee. Circle. I'm going to go for 5 in each direction. Keep those shoulders stable, guys. Good. 3. Before we reverse. 2. Once we've done the reversal, we're coming out of it, so hold on. 1. Reverse your circle. 5. 4. Keep the shoulders square. Keep pushing through the heels of the hands. Wrap the triceps down. 2. And 1. Bring that left foot down and start to walk your feet in towards your hands. Try your best to keep those legs relatively straight for as long as possible until you need to bend your knees. Once your feet are parallel, bend into the knees and fold over your thighs, hanging over your legs. Yes, really rest your chest on your thighs so that you can let go of your head. If you feel happy enough to hold on to opposite elbows here, it's a great time to do it. Relaxing the back of the neck even more. Find all 10 toes on the mat. Big toes, pinky toes, heels. Staying in this forward fold. Slowly start to straighten out the knees as much as you feel able for. And then bend. And straighten. And bend, let go of the neck. 2 more. And straighten. And bend. Last time, straighten. And bend, keeping a micro bend in those knees. Let go of the elbows. Just like you would see a slow motion plant growing up through to the sun, so like a little flower growing up to the sun. That's you right now. Slow, domino effect. Restack your spine, one vertebra at a time, up into standing. Reach your arms up to the sky, interlace the thumbs, stretch as much as you can. Remember, north and south. Energy going in both directions. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. And as you exhale, just let those arms fall. Good job, guys. That's you done. Well done, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the class as much as I did. That was really nice.